Well, January is Mental Wellness Month, but it is important to keep in mind, have a healthy brain all year long.
That's right. Kansas City University Associate Professor of Health Service Psychology, Dr. Sarah Getch, is back with us on the not-so-comfy couch with some ideas for practicing wellness all year long. Dr. Getch, always great to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Always have great topics to chat about here. So let's talk about mental well-being. It's and how it can be an ongoing thing. I think we, as a guy, we just want to jump in and we want to fix it, right?
Yeah.
We want to fix it and then be done with it, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of not what we're talking about here.
No, not kind of. No, you're right. That's not what we're talking about. I think it's easiest to think about this like you think about your physical health, right? So if you want to improve your cardiovascular health and you just go for a walk one day a month, you're probably not going to get very far. Excuse me. But if you start to make small incremental changes towards that cardiovascular health, you'll do a lot better. And it's the same idea for your mental well-being. So what are some small changes that you can do right now to build these habits? And that's what's really important, the habit building.
And what routines would you say is good to instill for like emotional resilience?
I think there are a couple things to think about. One is, what are your cues? So I've been thinking about this a lot. What are the smallest, easiest steps that someone could take to move them towards mental well-being? And I think it's those things that are internal. And what I mean by that is breathing. We talk a lot about breathing. You can do that anytime. And also gratitude, and we can talk about that. But with the breathing, your cue should be, when I feel stressed, I take 4 breaths. When I feel anxious, I take 4 breaths. So once you get into that habit, it's going to be really beneficial for you.
Yeah. Breathing, too, is just so important. You don't realize when you are caught up in a moment, you've stopped breathing. You hold your breath, literally.
And I know it sounds so simple.
But it is. I've done it on this couch.
Yes. It makes my heart so happy.
And it releases the stress, but poof, it goes out of my mind sometimes. So gotta remember that mindfulness.
Find your cues, and then for the gratitude piece, I think the morning is really easy to sort of the first thing you do when you roll out of bed, to think about what you could be grateful for. But also, last time we talked about how gratitude is a yes and situation. Yes, it is stupid cold outside right now, and there's abundant sunshine. And I can be grateful for the sunshine. So thinking about practices like that is really helpful for you.
I know there was a time when I was feeling blue, and somebody suggested making a gratitude list. And I resisted it for a while, and then I sat down one day because it wasn't getting any better. And I just sat down and I just started writing things down that I was grateful. And I got down to the bottom of the page.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
It changed my mood almost instantly.
Right. Sometimes seeing this list really makes a bigger impact than even just thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, it was really cool. All right. So we just talked about what some of the small things that we can do to start today. One of them is breathing, right? Is there anything else that we could do?
Breathing, gratitude. Moving your body. I know you were talking about walking earlier. And, maybe we don't start with, walking 3 miles. Maybe we just start by going outside, feeling the sunshine on our face, and taking those deep breaths. And then the next day, maybe we walk to the end of the driveway. And then maybe the next day, we walk to the end of the block, right? Really small incremental steps. But the important part is that we're moving our body. It makes a huge difference. Sleep is so important. And having a good sleep routine is really important too. Making sure you're winding down, that's really helpful. And then your friends, your social network, being able to rely on them. And there's such a huge piece of that gratitude component too, right? Yes, my car just broke down. And I have people who can help me get where I need to go. They can help direct me to the right repair place. All of those things are, really important small habits that we can take. One last thing. Okay. So you were talking about walking, and I heard you say something about like, oh, I haven't been very good about this recently, or I missed. And I want you to hear this, and I want everyone to hear this. Okay. With wellness, it's always going to be imperfect, right? Perfect is never the goal. So our job is to find our way through the imperfection, to make that small step or that small choice that gets us closer to it, but not ever thinking we're going to be perfect.
Thank you for that, because I really have been feeling bad about it. Like, man, I just can't get off the couch. It's just so cold. I don't want to go for a walk.
It is cold. Just find your way.
4 days since I was out with the pups walking. Went out yesterday. It was I was grateful that I was outside. Moving and moving my body. You know what I mean? So I'll have another chance to do it again today.
And thank you for that, because it's okay that if you fall off,
Yeah.
just work your way through it to get back on.
Just find your way.
I love that. Dr. Getch, thank you so much. It's always good to have you on here.
Good to
Thanks
see
for
you.
having me.
Yeah.